Today on Hillbilly Voodoo, we're going to let bad goats eat hundreds of dollars worth of flowers. Yeah, if you think that's funny, keep on watching. See what type of Hillbilly Voodoo happens around here today. Well, unfortunately, as much as I would like to ignore the fact, winter is coming. And last night we got a pretty hard frost. Got below -6 Celsius. So, as you can see, our driveway where we park our vehicles is full of flowers and vegetables and pots. And due to the fact that we get snow here sometimes, that is, well, we'll cover that fence. We need to move all these pots, all this vegetation, what's left of it, out of the driveway so we can remove the snow. That's one of the jobs around here on the farm. The plants, well, they kind of sort of fared over the frost last night, but the peppers, well, they're a little squishy. So we better get all these pots and everything out of the driveway here so we don't smash the crap out of them when we plow the snow. I'll show you some of the process of doing that and getting prepared for winter. Another part of this process is moving all my carvings that I have down in the bottom of the driveway. Some of them are for sale, some of them aren't. Some of them are just here to hang out and give my crazy neighbors something to talk about. Anyways, this is also part of moving and getting prepared for winter, is getting the carvings out of the way so they don't get smashed or backed into or run over by the snowplow. So yeah, let's go up and get the loader and start this process, and hopefully it won't be too painful. Well, now we got the majority of the pots cleaned up here. Those ones there are the tubers and rhizome things that have to be separated and put into the barn for the winter. So we'll leave those, and the rows can go back in the house. I think we'll pick the lettuce because, yeah, we can eat that still. Well, now that we got this stuff done, I think maybe it's time to do the Easter Island thing and try to move our statues, carvings, whatever the hell you want to call them. Now normally I use the excavator, the hydraulic helper, and I just sling them and pack them, but I kind of don't feel like digging up the driveway with the tracks and messing everything up. So we're going to try to walk them into the bucket on the loader here and hopefully not have them fall over on top of us and crush us, because they're fairly heavy. I think we'll leave the nutcracker guy there, and the other guy holding the plant there, we'll leave him because he's got our address number and stuff on him. But all the other ones can go away for the winter somewhere where they're not going to get run over. Now let's see if we can do this without damaging us or damaging, well, hopefully just not damaging us. Anything else can be fixed. It's okay, we're safe. He's got his seatbelt on. Well, now that I finally have these two machines side by side here, I can maybe talk about some of the benefits of a front end loader, mini loader, whatever the hell you want to call it, opposed to a Bobcat. Can you see one of the benefits right now? Yeah, that's right. Every time you load something into the bucket of a Bobcat, be it pots or crazy wood carvings or things like that, if you're outside of the machine, you got to climb over the top of whatever you have in that bucket to get in there. And I'll tell you what, if that bucket is full right to the top, full of manure, Yeah, it ain't very pleasant to climb over the top of to get into that machine. Another thing, if you're a wide body like me, cramming your butt into that machine, especially if you got a big snowsuit on or winter clothing or anything like that, can be kind of a pain. Yeah, they do have a very good benefit of being able to burn a turn, spin around in a circle, but doing a burn a turn, you're going to mess up your yard, guaranteed. Whether it's on grass or gravel driveway or even sometimes asphalt, it'll peel it up a little bit. Now, the benefits of the loader are, like I say, you don't have to climb over your load to get onto that thing. You just step up there, you're good to go. If you're a wide body like me, it's usually a little bit easier to squirm your way into that thing or onto that thing. Now, this doesn't have any rollover protection or anything like that, like our Bobcat does. So you kind of want to not roll over, of course. This machine is also a lot more stable on like rough ground. If you're on lumpy, bumpy stuff like this, which my yard is, yeah, it ain't level at all anywhere. This machine is by far superior to that Bobcat. Bobcat is violent as hell. Every bump you go over, every log, every stick, rock, you feel it. This machine, not quite as much. You still feel it, but it's not quite as violent. Lifting capacity, they're probably pretty similar. I'm not quite sure what the lifting capacity of the Bobcat is. There's no lifting capacity right now because it's got a broken hydraulic cylinder, but this machine, when I put the counterweight on the back, will lift an F-150 pickup. Why do I know that? Well, don't ask stupid questions, because I know that. Anyways, whatever an F-150 pickup, fully dressed, regular cab weighs, this loader will lift it. I don't know if a Bobcat will do that, but this loader will. So anyways, let's clean up some of this mess over here so that we have room to put these carvings for the winter where they're not going to get all smashed up. Well, now that the plants have been moved up here by the compost pile, these guys will do their job, remove all the greens off of them. act like they're stealing everything. And then we'll take all that dirt, throw it in the compost pile, mix it all up for next year. So I think we're going to leave this video here. Kind of a goofy one for some of my subscribers, but maybe a little bit informative for other people. So until next time, guys, use what you got. Even if it's a goofy homemade loader, to make what you want. Well, maybe not make what you want, but do what you want. And I'll see you guys later.